Hey everybody, it is ChristopherNotWalken. Welcome to the Dirty Nerdy Show, and today, guys, you asked for him, we got him. MattyTingles.
Yes, yes.
What up?
Not much, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
I'm excited to have you. Dude, you've been blowing up.
Yeah, man. It's it's very unexpected, crazy. It's been a wild like last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, you know what's crazy for me? Because, like, when you think of, like, men in ASMR, like, they don't really blow up that fast. And you've had, like, a crazy, like, rise, and you kind of, like, breaking barriers down. Like, I don't really, like, know if you, like, realize this, but what you're doing is, like, monumental in, like, the community.
Yeah. No, and thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and honestly, like I said, I think in my Q&A video, like I hardly ever watch male ASMR,
Yeah.
but I always see female ones blow up like this. But no, it's been crazy, man. I did not think it would grow that fast. I'm happy about it though.
Yeah. It is truly amazing how long you been doing the ASMR thing now?
Okay, so well, here's the thing. I made the account like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
And I put up a couple videos before I had a mic and just like messing around. And I've since deleted those because the quality wasn't where I wanted it to be. But then really just this last 3 weeks is when I've like, had the backdrop, had the lighting, the mic and everything.
Yeah.
So I've had the account for a while, but really putting them out at the level I've wanted to, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks.
I tell you, man, like just like the level and like you know what really like did it, like because I was watching a lot of your videos today, and when you did like the shoes, man.
That one blew up, man. I didn't expect. That was like the one that I did that I was like, okay, I don't know if people are going to like this, but we'll see. And yeah, that one's my highest viewed one so far.
I love that one, and now it's kind of like your thing. I love that. I love it when people
I know
get
it's
a thing.
I know it's so weird too. Like, and I'm totally okay with that being my thing. But like half the comments that I get are like, okay, when's part two coming? When's part two coming? And so if that's my thing, I'm cool with it. Because I love the sound, the shoe sound, but
Yeah.
and I love shoes obviously, but I know that's kind of been weird the last couple of weeks. Just kind of realizing that's gonna be my thing, I guess.
Yeah. Another video of yours that I really loved, the Apple Store roleplay.
Yeah.
Dude, like this is how much you're blowing up. In my Discord, I hadn't even heard of you yet. Another ASM artist who is very big, and I've been told that I name drop too much, so I'm not trying to name drop her. But she was like, you need to check this out. And I was like, all right.
Wow.
So I did, and I was like, yo.
That's crazy, man, that like the other people are talking about it. That's so crazy to me. Yeah, man, no, that Apple Store one was one I wanted to do for a long time because I think I thought that I could do it as real as possible because I actually did work for Apple for 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, so it was like something I already like. The role play, it was so easy because it was like the same thing I did every. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm happy that people like that.
What do you find most satisfying? Because you come from two very different worlds, and there's something very different because you come from a very competitive world,
Right.
In hip hop, but you come from a very like ASMR is not really that competitive. It can be, but it's not.
Right.
Everybody's supportive and just loving and like. What is that like for you? Like, how is that to go from one to the other?
It's like it's night and day different, really. And it's like almost kind of weird because I juggle back and forth like YouTube channels and Twitters and Instagrams between the ASMR one and the music one, and it's for real like night and day different.
Yeah.
Music music is super competitive. No one really helps you out or wants to support you because they are your competition as well.
Yeah.
And then I'll like switch over to the ASMR Twitter, and it's like, like 100 different people talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's night and day different, really.
I really love that about the community. The fact that anybody can come in and anybody can have a part. I don't even do ASMR videos, really. I do, interviews, but I'm still like a major part of the scene. Like, people know who I am, and it boggles my mind. So, you were talking about how you mainly listen to female ASMR artists, and that's true for me, except for recently when I've started listening to a lot of the male ASMR artists, just from interviewing them. I want to know who some of your favorites are, because, I have a lot of friends, that are a lot of the big ones, and I can't wait to tell them that you were like, I like them, because that'll make me happy. So who are they?
Yeah, man, I think I really, really love Heather Feather.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, just I think it goes deeper with her and a few others, where you obviously love their videos, but you love them as a person more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I love Heather Feather. I think ASMR Request is amazing, and I do think that she has arguably or not arguably the best video that's ever been done.
Departure is the best.
In the Departure, man, if you watch like 10 seconds of that and think about the work that went into it, it's crazy.
And the Departure Part 2, you seen Part 2, right?
And 2's even crazier. Like, just the intro of Part 2 would have taken like a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you get that part where Heather Feather shows up out of nowhere, and you're like,
oh,
yes!
Crazy. Yeah. I love GB as well. GB's one of my favorites for sure.
I love her. She's actually a patron of the show. Shout out to GB.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, shouts to her. She's so nice. I've learned a lot from her. I love Lily Whispers. I love ASMR with Ali.
Was talking to her tonight. She's cool.
She's great. Yeah, this may be a Dirty Nerdy exclusive, but there may or may not be something in the works with her.
Oh, snap. You working with Alicia.
Just, there may or may not be. Cannot confirm.
I'll confirm it later on. I know her number.
No, she's awesome. Yeah, man, I love a lot of people. Gentle Whispering, of course, is, again, and that's another one that's just on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Frivy, I love Frivy too.
Aw, let me tell you about Frivy, dude.
Yeah.
Frivy is the dopest. I sent her I was very nervous because her work means a lot to me and has helped me through a lot. So when I got her on the show, I sent her this really long email, and it was super rambly. And I poured out my heart, and I told her like my whole story, about like my disability and how like it's been like kind of rough the past few years. Right. And how I deal with a lot of pain, but her videos, especially her singing videos, because if you ever listen to her sing, oh my God.
Oh yeah, no. There was like a week straight that I fell asleep, that I like seriously passed out of her doing the I'll Follow You Into the Dark singing. Seriously.
That's the one. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Tears down my eyes the first time I heard that, because it was a rough time in my life. And then I hit her up, and she's like, she came on the show, and we hit it off instantly, and she's my friend now. Dude, the headphones I'm wearing right now to record this interview, she got me.
I saw that, man. Yeah. No, she seems so nice. I listened to the whole episode. I just turned it on and then cleaned my whole house, and I put that on really loud and listen to that whole episode. She seems amazing, man.
She is the best. I love that girl so much, and I love GB too.
Oh yeah.
The great thing about this community is the friendships that you forge.
Definitely.
Once you're in it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've messaged GB a ton. We've talked about just advice because she's gone through, she's went through what I'm going through right now with the channel growing and everything, and so I've tried to learn from people who have been through it already.
Yeah, she grew at a crazy pace too.
Yeah, man. I remember like it seemed like a week ago she passed like 150,000, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And then today I got on and it was like 180 something.
Yeah, she's
like crazy.
I was talking to her last night, and we were talking about a few things, but we were talking about her new video, and somehow it got on lighting. Like, I was like, you have the best lighting in ASMR. Like, I was giving her like feedback, like as I was watching the video, and I was supposed to be recording something else at the time.
Right.
And I needed to be super awake, and I was like, I can't fuck with you right now.
Yeah, no, and that new video is amazing too.
She's quickly becoming, but she reminds me of, you know a lot of like the old school ASMR artists. She reminds me of them.
Totally, yeah, absolutely.
Like, she reminds me of ASMR Request. She reminds me of Heather Feather. She's like, if they had a baby, it's GB.
That's exactly there. It is exactly. No, she seems seasoned in every episode. She seems like she's been doing this for years.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
I love talking technical stuff with her. So, like, let's talk about technical stuff with you. Like, what's your setup like? Like, what's your process when you go to make these videos?
Definitely. So, yeah. So I do music, and so I have a MacBook Pro with Pro Tools and Logic on it. I use Logic for the ASMR videos though. And then I have the Blue Yeti mic that goes into it, so I'm just plugging that into my computer, and then yeah, my setup is a backdrop with a couple of I don't know what the actual word for it is, but it's like the umbrella lights and stuff, and then yeah, just set the camera up and go, and then I edit everything in Final Cut Pro.
See, that's amazing, man. Like, and where do you get like the ideas?
Oh man, you know what? Truly, it's like something that's in the back of my mind like all day. So if I think of something, I just write it down. I have a note in my phone that has like 50 ideas now, and I'm just putting check marks next to them when I knock them out.
Damn, man.
And then of course I get inspiration from watching other people as well. I don't want to copy what they do, but you can tell when something works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everyone has told me, like the cranial nerve exam, right? Is like that's like the one that you have to do. Yeah. It seems like.
Yep.
And I want to do that for sure, but I want to do it the right way, and I want to make it as good as I can. So I've been spending time just watching all the different ones, and I seriously have like notes, like little things that, okay, do this, don't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely do it, but like do it your way.
Exactly.
'Cause what you're doing is working for you, man.
Definitely.
The cranial nerve exam, that's become like a staple in the community.
It has. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite triggers?
My biggest one is tapping. And then soft spoken whisper. I'm pretty simple, man. Those two things together, yeah. I'm out. If they have both of those things, but yeah, I really like tapping, especially on like books or something like that is my favorite.
Yeah, I like that. You know what my favorite is though? When somebody has like a 3DO and they do like a ear massage video.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like especially if it's like Caroline ASMR. Oh my god,
right.
Dude, I am out. I have never seen the ending of one of her ASMR like massage videos. I'm knocked out every fucking time. I don't know how she ends them. Does she have like a saying? Like what does she do? I don't know.
That's really funny, actually. Oh man, yeah, no, those are definitely amazing. Absolutely.
Same with GB. Like I have no idea how her videos end. Like,
Yeah, no, there's probably a few that I might not have seen the ending of. Definitely.
so how did you discover ASMR?
That's actually kind of a funny story. I've experienced it for as long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea that it was, a thing. Like I had no idea there was a name for it. I had no idea that people were like intentionally creating this. And like I think I looked it up. It was about 6 years ago. I have no idea what I was searching for on YouTube. I have no idea how I came across it, but I came across the librarian role play by Amal, which is
Oh,
like
she's old
it's like
school.
she's old school. Yeah, definitely. It's so weird calling her old school too, because it's like
I'm pretty sure she's younger than me. That's like,
that's yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But um, I came across that and I watched it and I was like, okay, so she's doing this like on purpose. This is amazing.
mm-hmm.
And then of course from there, I just that opened up a whole new world to me. And then I've been following ever since.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time.
That's dope. We got to get into fan questions, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Elephant in the Room writes, "What inspires you in life, and what goals do you have for your channel? Also, do you like pickles? Because that's the most important question. Because Seafoam Kitten."
Okay, so what was the first part? What inspires? Okay, what inspires me are the people around me in my life, and then music inspires me a lot, but mainly just the relationships and people that I have around me inspire me.
Yeah.
The goals for the channel, I don't know, man. I've like surpassed what I thought I would do, so I think I got to reevaluate that. But
100,000 by the end of the year. Right now, that's gonna happen. I'm putting it out there.
That would be so crazy. If it continues at the rate that it is right now, it might happen. I hope it does, but yeah, I think 100 is a good goal. That would be amazing, man.
Yeah, it'll happen for you, man. Believe me. Your heart's in the right place. You're doing good things. You're putting out positive vibes in the community. Nothing but goodness is going to happen with you in here. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That's really what I go for. I really try hard to show that side. So that's cool that you see that.
Yeah.
What was the third thing? Oh, pickles. Okay, so here's the thing about pickles. I have a really, I'll make it really fast. I liked pickles up until when I was like 17. I worked at a grocery store, and I was driving a little forklift with a whole pallet of pickles, and it was like my third day, and I slammed on the brakes, and the whole pallet fell. And so it was like 500 jars of pickles fell on the ground from like 10 feet up and broke.
Oh,
and I had to,
man.
and I had to pick like 10,000 pickles up by hand, one by one, and then like sweep like 8 inches of pickle juice away. And I truly haven't eaten a pickle since. It's like a really weird story, but like spending all day picking pickles up off the ground when it's your fault, like kind of ruined it for me. So I haven't had one since.
Seafoam would be all over that though. She'd be like, 10,000 pickles, yes.
Oh yeah, no, I know people, they would have been like swimming in that, but no, yeah, I liked them up until then.
You know what? GB ASMR writes, what up, GB? Hey, I love you. You love me. It's all good. What was your favorite video to shoot?
So far, I'd say, ooh, that's tough. I would probably say the Apple Store roleplay, actually, because it was so easy. It was just like I turned the camera on and then did what I did for a job for 2 years.
Yeah, you fucking knew it, man.
And so I would probably say that just because it's like I was 100% confident with what I was doing.
That's so dope.
So yeah, I'd probably, yeah.
Bubble Dust ASMR writes, "Dude, how exciting!" Oh no, that was for me. My bad. She goes, "How does he feel? about his amazing overnight success?
Oh man, it's overwhelming. First of all, yeah, shouts to Bubble Dust. She's awesome.
I love her.
She's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it kind of seems it's like it's definitely overnight. It seems like that, huh? It's been overwhelming. It's been a huge learning experience and very humbling. But yeah, I'm just happy to be a part of the community, man. I'm really really happy about it.
Yeah, it's so great to have you in the community. Like, it really is. It
Thank you,
really,
man.
really is.
Thank you.
Like, you're so on point with everything, and you just really are. Okay, we've got a few from Articulate Design, friend
Okay.
of the show. Guys, go watch his interview. Matter of fact, go watch everybody's interview that has, because a lot of these people have been on the show.
Yeah,
So-
I just listened to his like a few nights ago.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you check those out.
By the way, I want to say really quick, Articulate Design. He, even on Twitter and in your video, he comes off as this like he doesn't think that he's very good. You know what I mean? He's always like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would watch my, and he's amazing.
He is.
You know what I mean?
I love that dude.
And like just today, I DM'd him on Twitter today and sent him a screenshot because I got a bunch of people saying, hey, I went to your channel from the news that he did. I think it was episode 3 that I was on, that he put me on. And I was like, hey, just in case you don't think that what you do matters, here's this. And I sent him a screenshot of someone saying that they came there from his news thing. So anyway, I just want to say I think he's amazing, man. And even if he doesn't, I think we all do.
Yeah, I love that dude, and we have a bromance, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I think Innocent Whispers is a little jealous.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
a little jealous of the bromance that we got. She thinks it's weird, but you know what? Don't judge us, Lucy. Okay. No. He has 2 questions. His first question is, do you think your success is comparable to the number of shoes you have? I just ordered 300 pairs in case.
I don't know how you would compare that, man. I probably though.
He has a real question. He goes, okay, real question. Your content is freaking amazing. Did you feel frustrated before the recent explosion?
Not really, and the only reason is because this whole thing has happened in the last like 3 weeks, and it happened from essentially the first video that I actually really tried on and had adequate equipment to make something on the quality that I wanted to. So, I mean, I just got really really lucky, but the first one that I put out there that I really really tried on was the Apple Store, and that one went off. So. I could see why it would be frustrating, though, and I want to say, I think that everyone keep making things, keep creating things. That's what really matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know it's frustrating because I've been there when you spend hours on something and then you put it up and it's 100 plays or something like that, or 100 views or something like that. But that doesn't mean that what you just did doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, keep creating, man. That's the biggest thing. Always continue to create.
And that means a lot to us because, we're still a small channel and we are growing a lot lately.
Definitely.
We've been blowing up kind of, from
Absolutely.
because there's no one else that really does this.
No, and I love it, man. Because here's the thing. There's creators, right? There's ASM artists, but the people that support it, and especially the people that give ASM artists a platform to talk like this, are equally as important, really. And so what you guys do is seriously equally as important than anything that any of us do. So I think what you have going here is amazing.
I truly appreciate that. I really do. The Whisper President. Oh, snap. We got a presidential up in here. He writes, "Hey, Matty and Chris. I'd like to ask Matty a question." Okay, we'll ask a question.
Okay.
He would like to know, how was your childhood?
Oh, I saw that. That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
My childhood, man, you know what? My childhood was my childhood was about as normal as you can have it. I grew up like, first of all, I was adopted. I said that in the video, but I was born in Seoul in South Korea.
Yeah.
And then I was adopted when I was about 4 weeks old, and I live in Oregon now. And so I was adopted to a really great family, only child, lived in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids I could play with, played sports. You know what I mean? It was like the just the normal quintessential upbringing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Personal question for me, because I'm gonna follow this up, because he has 2 questions, but I'm gonna follow this up. Korean barbecue, though, how you feel about it? I love Korean barbecue.
It's the best, man.
Yo, I got a question on something. It's one of those things where people can ask like questions like randomly, and like it's all anonymous. Okay. And they asked what my favorite kind of barbecue was, and because I'm from South Carolina, they expected me to say like Carolina barbecue, and I was like Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
They got so mad.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like the most American Korean you'll ever find, because I've been here my whole life. But I do love there's a Korean barbecue spot like 4 blocks from where I live, and they like know me there now.
Korean barbecue is the shit.
It is really good. Yeah.
He has a follow-up question. Okay. Which is the most valuable shoes in your collection?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably those same ones that I was just talking about, the Yeezy 2s. I'm gonna give you right now on eBay. The ones that I have are going for a little over 5,000. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Yeezy, the Nike Yeezy 2s.
Yeah, that's dope. Mama Night Blossom would like to know. Shout out to her, by the way.
Yeah.
She would like to know. Hey, she writes, "Hey, Matty. First off, your videos are amazing. My question is, what inspired you to start doing ASMR?"
Definitely. Yeah. Shouts to her. She just DM'd me on Twitter. We talked for a minute. She seems really, really nice. Super nice. What inspired me to start? I would say just watching. I would say watching Heather and GB. Both of them, because I like how I get something from both of them. And I love the energy that Heather puts out, because you don't feel like you're watching a video with her. You feel like you're just hanging out with a friend. And then I love how GB interacts consistently with the people that supports her.
Yeah.
And those 2 things together, I was like, oh man, okay, I gotta at least try this. Because following the community for like 6 years, there was a lot of times where I was like, okay, maybe I should try this, and it's scary trying it for the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, those 2 really, really inspired me for sure.
Here's a question that really only people like us that are inside can answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I found it really amazing, like the first time somebody from the ASMR community, like reached out and like was like talking to me. Like once I reached out, like they responded and they
totally.
Like, what was that like for you? And who was it like the first
time?
Oh
man, like, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So this is really crazy, because like I've done music, I've done tours, I've met huge musicians, and those are always like really cool. But right after I put the Apple Store or the book club video up, I think Heather Feather followed me on Twitter and subscribed to my YouTube. Like, this is before anything happened. I had like 600 followers or 600 subscribers, sorry. And she was the first one that like reached out, was like, hey, this is really good, keep going and stuff. And so it was like, that's like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's like your first day in a gym and Michael Jordan comes up to you and it's like, hey, what you're doing is good. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you look back, Heather's one of my first followers on Twitter and on YouTube. So that was amazing, man. I seriously like fanboyed out, like more than I've met amazing people in life, and that was like equally as big for me.
I would, just just because of like how like much her work is like meant to me.
Yeah.
And I told you a little bit about like what her work means to me. Like,
Yeah.
if I got to talk to her for just like 1 minute, if I got to ask her one question, it doesn't even have to be on the show.
Right.
Like, that would like mean like the entire world to me.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. No.
She's it when it comes to this. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. Yeah, no, that was amazing. Again, I can't think of a better metaphor than just like your first day in the gym and Michael Jordan walks up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Similar question, but night shift ASMR, aka Light Skin Hobson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call him now because he does
Light Skin Hobson.
Because he has the contacts. Like I call him Light Skin Hobson.
Right. That's
funny. He writes, "How does it feel to have extreme support and growth in such a short period of time?"
Yeah, man, it's again, it's amazing. It's all attest to the community. This community, like I said, compared to any other thing that I've done in life, is by far the most supportive. The last like 3 or 4 months has been actually really rough for me. I went through some personal stuff. I went through a really bad breakup, stuff like that, and so seriously, like this last like month, my spirits have been like the highest they've been in years.
Yeah.
And so it just feels amazing. It feels amazing to grow like this, and I hope it keeps going. But even if it doesn't, I think I've made connections with people that are more than just fellow content creators. I consider a lot of these people friends, like you do.
Yeah, I consider you a friend as well, man.
Absolutely, man. We are.
Just know that I always have you back, and anytime you need me, I got you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
mutual.
For real. Yeah. Guys, I didn't want to bring this up in the interview, and we're not going to ask him to spit bars. So night shift, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. But guys, he does have a very, 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 very successful, rap thing going on, and you guys should check it out. So plug that for me real quick.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I have a website which is MattyMusic.net, and then I'm on, and that has all the albums I've done, everything. And then I'm on iTunes and Spotify. My newest album, if you're on Spotify or Apple Music or anything, is called Immortal, and you can just type in Matty Immortal. That one came out about 8 months ago. And then I'm working on. This is really interesting actually, but I'm working on. I'm gonna try to put another medium-sized tour together for the summer, and I think it would be amazing if I could get out to places that some of the ASMR people are at as well and link up with them. That's like a big thing of mine. So but anyway, MattyMusic.net is the website.
Yeah, guys, make sure you check that out and support him on everything that he does, because he's doing a lot of really good things out here, a lot of really positive things, and everybody has all these misconceptions about like people in hip hop, and it's stupid because my history. Like before I did the Dirty Nerdy Show, I did the Freak Stream, and that was a hip hop radio show.
Yeah.
So anytime there's somebody in hip hop that loves like what I do, the same things that I love, I'm always like, hey, and this goes to show you that it's not what you think. It's not this big old like ooh scary.
Yeah.
Go listen to him. He's got bars, man. He's got bars for days.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, I love doing both. Both worlds are amazing to me, but again, it's night and day though, like support wise. It's crazy. But thank you though.
But we have one final question that I ask everybody.
Okay.
And it's kind of a tough one, but this is why it's the last question that I ask everybody.
Sure.
What is the one thing that you want people to know about MattyTingles? What's the one thing that you want them to take away when they go to your channel and they listen and they subscribe? What do you want them to feel?
Absolutely. This has been my mission from the first video. Is that besides the being relaxed and things that you get out of every video on in the community, I want people to think and feel like they are part of the team, because they are.
Yeah.
So when you're watching one of my videos, of course I'm making it for you to relax. But also, you know, when you subscribe, you're becoming part of a team and a part of a thing that's, in the last few weeks really been moving up. And so, really though, I want people to connect on a deeper level, because that's what I do with music. I want people to connect on a deeper level than just pressing play on YouTube. I want them, after watching one of my videos, I want them to turn that off and be like, okay, I actually feel like I'm part of that, and they are.
Yeah.
Because that's super important, man. So, I'd say I just want them. I want people to connect on a deeper level than just press and play. I want them to feel like I appreciate them, because I do.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. We really do. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. This was awesome.
No, this was by far one of my favorite things that I ever got to do.
Thank you, man.
And the conversation doesn't stop here. We'll have him back on if you'll grace us.
Definitely.
But yeah, dude, thank you so much, guys. MattyTingles.
Thank you, man.
Don't forget, guys, if you liked what we're doing tonight and you want to support the show, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support us a little bit more, we have a Patreon button right up there. And just for $1, you can get early access to our videos. That's right, early access to our videos. Isn't that crazy? Just for $1. Like, tell the people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, do that. And guys, I'm ChristopherNotWalken. It's MattyTingles.
Yes.
And this was the Dirty Nerdy Show.